Pop price, crack dice, and miles of carpet top. TVs, deep freeze, David Bowie opens. Pool games, gold chains, what's names, and header push. And Trevor Francis track suits from a mush and shepherd's bush. Pop price, crack dice, and miles of carpet top. TVs, deep freeze, David Bowie opens.
Hiya! Welcome! Well, I've got a different type of collectible to show you today from a little independent British company. And this all stems really from conversations I've had with other Funko collectors, mainly ones here in Britain, and I suppose it qualifies for the rest of the world, everywhere apart from North America really, about how certain British franchises, namely TV shows, comedies, and things like that, don't get made into Funko Pops. This stands to reason for me, but Funko have to produce stuff that's going to sell mainly in North America, the US and Canada, but around the world, but they're always going to skew towards that American market. And that's why British things that maybe have a bit of a cult following in the US, but nothing more, it's unlikely, not impossible, but unlikely, we'll ever see them be made into Funko Pops or other Funko products. I came across this company called Big Chief Studios, who are based here in the UK, and they do a lot of action figures, particularly for British franchises, you know, big ones like Doctor Who, Peaky Blinders, James Bond, and they also do a series of Bobbleheads as well, and I think Hull Pops have sold one or two of them in the past. There was a set that I saw and I fell in love with as soon as I saw the pictures on the website, but I was waiting for a restock for one of the figures, and then a restock came in and I made sure I placed my order. Now I'll put the order price on the screen because I think this was a really good deal for these three bobbleheads in here, because I got £10 off the order just for signing up to the website. So what should have been about £30 plus £6 postage was, what does it say, £25.97, I think, for three figures. That's pretty good. The first impressions I got when I got this package was how small these figures are going to be, as in width. But as you can see from this relatively small packaging here, and however protective this is, I'm not sure. But this has come direct from Big Chief Studios' website. I think they also sell quite prominently on eBay. They have got something up on Hull Pops, and maybe I'll talk about that in a little bit, as that's part of another series. But for me, being a massive British comedy fan, and this certainly one of my favourites, could be my favourite to be honest, British comedy. There's a lot of sitcoms that I love. I consider myself a bit of a comedy geek really, a sitcom aficionado. I'm just so excited to get into this. So yeah, I think the packaging is decent enough really. It's as protective as it can be, as it's got like this sort of folded over cardboard. It reminds me a little bit of what some Amazon stuff can come in. These are a lot smaller than I expected, but they are really nice. And in a way that's good, because if these were things that were as big as Funko Pops, then I'm going to have more of a headache to display them. But what I'm going to show you today is the Series 1 set of 3 Only Fools and Horses bobbleheads, or bobble buddies as they're called. Oh wow. There's Rodney, of course. There's Del Boy. He's the one who'd been out of stock for a while, and I'd even resorted at one point to looking on eBay to see if I could get one from somewhere else, and I think there's like an Italian company selling it for something stupid like £40. And I thought, no, as much as I like the look of these bobbleheads, I'm just going to wait, and hopefully Big Chief themselves will have more in, and pretty much within a week or so they had restocked Del Boy. And also in this first wave or series is Uncle Albert. I do like the packaging. I think really these aren't intended to be boxes that you would save, you know, like Funko Pop boxes. A lot of people, myself included to an extent, do care about box condition and everything. I think these are more for a casual market really. But they are nice display boxes, so whether I will display these in or out of box, I've honestly no idea. I think it'll depend on where I'm going to be putting these. I will get at least one of them out, I think, if I can do it quite carefully and conserve the box. But let's just have a bit of a closer look at the box. So you can see Series 1 on the back. It's quite Funko style really, when it shows you all the ones in the range. And I like this coming soon here as well. Now I know this set's coming out, I think by the end of this year. The Series 2 set, which features Trigger, Boise and Grandad Trotter. Now that I've got this set, I think I would like to get those as well. I wish they were a little bit bigger, but you know, they are what they are. They're just little bobbleheads, and the price of them, £10 each, and then I got £10 off the whole order on the website. Yeah, I don't think that's bad really. Plus you're supporting a British company here when you buy these, especially direct from them. I'm trying to figure out the best way of opening this so I can keep the box nice. Yeah, it might be a little bit difficult for me to open it from the bottom. What I might do is I might just use the end of my knife to try and flick it open somehow. A lot of people still do that for Funko Pop boxes. Well, I can't really tend to be arsed. Yeah, there we are. I'll get the Del Boy one open because he's the one who I was really waiting for to come back in stock. So I think these would make quite nice little stocking fillers really at Christmas time. Get him out carefully. I wish they were bigger, admittedly, but if they were going to do them more kind of Funko size, and why should they? It's an original company, original concept. They can do what they like really. If they were much bigger, then obviously they're going to cost more, aren't they? So, but here we have Del Boy with his head bobbling there. He's got his cigar in his right hand, got his flat cap on, his sheepskin coat. I really like the detail on the face. It looks like who it's supposed to be. Obviously a lot more realistic than the sort of Japanese cutie style of Funko Pops. But there's still that sort of cartoony element there. So whoever came up with the design for how these are supposed to look at Big Chief, I think has done really well. As I say, I think my main complaint is just they are really small, but that might end up being a good thing for me really. But you may think, oh well, £10 for each of these and they're quite small, you know. Even like your cheaper action figures that you can buy are bigger than this really. But where else are you going to get Only Fools and Horses figures, like collectible vinyl or plastic figures from? Not Funko. So I went with Big Chief. And I think this is just a nice, cute little set here. So I'm very pleased. So I'll put Del Boy back in his box. As I say, I may end up displaying these out of box, but I do like the design of the box packaging here. It's got like the faces on the sides and everything as well. I think they're like interchangeable boxes really. I don't think this says Del Boy on it. It's just Only Fools and Horses Series 1. So if you took them out of the box and then you need to put them back in, I don't think it'd matter which box you put them in. But there's Del Boy back in the box there, Rodney of course, and Uncle Albert. And I think I probably will make an order for Series 2, which I don't think's come out yet, but it can't be too long before it will, and then I've got a complete set. The one I saw on Hull Pops' website was Captain Mannering from Dad's Army. For some reason that's the only one they're selling, at least at the moment. There again, you can order that with the other Dad's Army Series 1 range, which I think has Corporal Jones, Sergeant Wilson and Private Pike, I think. And then, similar to Only Fools and Horses, they've got a Series 2 wave coming out as well. I do like Dad's Army, I'm a big fan of that. Only Fools and Horses I probably prefer overall. I do like the idea of having a lot of these little bobblehead figures in a display somewhere of my favourite classic British sitcoms. This is really right up my street. I keep saying it, I'm a comedy nut. British sitcoms, particularly ones of 40, 50 years ago, I love. So having collectibles, and officially licensed as well, by the way. As you can see, they're able to use the proper Only Fools and Horses logo. You know, they've got all the licenses in place and everything. I think this is a really good idea. And I probably would pay more for bigger bobbleheads, but these are deliberate mini ones. And I'm sure I can find some room to display these quite effectively. So thank you so much, Big Chief Studios. Really happy with this purchase. I was looking forward to making this order ever since I discovered the site and discovered what products they make, and I urge you to go and check out their website as well, because like I say, they've got things for Doctor Who, like really good quality action figures. Laurel and Hardy bobbleheads they've got, that's another license they've got, and they look absolutely fantastic. They do figures for Peaky Blinders, which is a really popular show here in the UK and across the world, really. And there's been no Funko Pops brought out, which I'm a little surprised about, really, as I know that's a show that does do well internationally. Just all sorts of stuff, really. They've got like Marvel and DC properties as well there, I think, from what I remember. But I'll leave a link at the top of the description text box so you can check out bigchiefstudios.co.uk yourself. But thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing of something that was not Funko. I think this is the first non-Funko collectible / figure unboxing I've done, I think. Or maybe it isn't, I can't remember. I might have done something else. Anyway, I want to say special thanks to my wonderful subscribers and generous patrons. Don't forget to check out Big Chief Studios with the link provided at the top of the description text box, and further on down that very description is my Patreon link and my Facebook group link and all other affiliate links for collectibles and contents insurance. I'm going to go now, and don't know if ATV will have protectors that will exactly fit these. Probably don't need protectors really, and like I say, I'm not even sure these are going to remain in box, but I do like these display boxes. I think this is a really nice job from a little company who obviously have not got the resources and the reach of Funko, but they're doing something of a slightly similar vein, but something unique to us comedy fans here in the Great British Isles. And I do hope that all of you will join me again next time for my next collectibles, bobbleheads, bobble buddies unboxing. Cheers everyone. See ya!